Today we want to focus on some fundamental principles and things that students must avoid to succeed academically. I want to look at few things that students that want to succeed must avoid if actually they want to succeed. We consider them one by one. Number one, we want to consider a social media distraction. Social media distraction. Excessive social media use can distract students from concentrating on the academics. So we're looking at social media distraction. Number one, excessive social media use. Spending too much time on social media can distract students from their studies and hinder the academic performance. Of a truth, if students spend too much time on social media, the time that he or she is supposed to use to achieve something good academic success or to achieve something better academically, such time will be useless or wasted on social media. As such, this will affect the students either directly or indirectly during the examination. So students that want to succeed in life must avoid excessive social media use, must reduce the time, the duration spent on social media if he or she cannot avoid it totally. Number two is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying. Social media can also be a breeding ground for cyberbullying, which can have serious negative effect on a student's mental health and well-being. Cyberbullying is the order of the day now. See people criticizing themselves on social media, saying bad things about each other on social media, and saying negative things that are even false against one person or the other on social media to degrade and to disgrace such individual. This kind of habit should be stopped and can actually hinder a student from achieving great success in life. Because when his character has been tarnished or damaged on the social media, to mend such may be difficult, and that can actually affect the academic performance of such students. Number three is online harassment. Online harassment can also be a major distraction for students, making it difficult for them to focus on their studies. When bad gangs, evildoers begin to harass you online as students, creating fear in your hearts, creating distress in your hearts, and creating panic in your hearts, that will hinder such a student from concentrating on his or academic studies, and will actually affect his performance because his mind and concentration have been distracted. As such, academically, the student will not perform as expected. Number two, we were considering peer pressure and bad companies. These are that group of or set of people that can distract the attention and the concentration of students in the campuses. Peer pressure and bad company. One, negative influence. Associating with negative influence can distract students from their goals and values. When a student engage or is keeping bad companies or friends, these friends will definitely influence him or her negatively, as such distracting his or her concentration from the principal or primary goal of succeeding in life. So we must avoid bad company and peer pressure if actually you want to achieve your goals academically and you want to succeed in life. Number two is pressure to conform. Peer pressure can also cause students to conform to negative behaviors such as substance abuse and delinquencies. Now, many times there could be pressure from friends, from colleagues, from just every quarter on the students to actually dance to their tune or to accept their offer. If such student is not careful, he or she may regret such action in life. So you must be very careful from the people you move with, the peer group you keep, so that they will not influence you negatively in the campus. Number 3 is gang involvement. Involvement in gangs can also be a major distraction for students, leading to serious negative consequences. There are different kinds of gangs, group, units in the campuses and even in secondary schools that students must be very careful. The moment you get yourself engaged in these groups or these gangs, you begin to realize and to discover the negative purpose and goals of such group, which will definitely distract you from concentration on your academics and affect you academically. If it will not even lead to rustication from the campus, because many like that will definitely be rusticated when they get involved in one crime or the other. So you must be very careful with the gang and the group you keep. If they are not godly groups, please avoid them. Another set of matter that distract students is substance abuse and addiction, which is one of the major contemporary distraction today in our campuses and schools. Drug, substance abuse, and addiction. One is drug and alcohol abuse. Substance abuse can be a major distraction for students, leading to poor academic performance, health problem, and even deaths. So substance abuse and alcohol abuse can lead to terrible consequences. One, apart from the fact that it will affect the student academically, it will also affect the health of such students and may eventually lead to the death of such students. Now tell me, what is the gain that you have derived from this? So students that want to achieve success in life must avoid drug or substance abuse and addiction to succeed in life. The second part is addiction. Addiction can also be a major distraction for students, causing them to lose focus on their goals and values. When the student is addicted to one bad habit or the other, or one thing or the other, which could be substance or alcohol, this will definitely derail the student academically and affect him academically, because all his concentration and focus will now be on that substance or that addiction, and we have less attention for his academics, and definitely such cannot succeed. The third part is mental health problem. Substance abuse and addiction can also lead to mental health problems such as depression and anxiety. Of course, this will be the consequence of substance abuse. It will lead to depression and anxiety, and it can even eventually lead to death of such individual. So we want to implore our students that please try as much as possible to avoid influence of bad friends and avoid substance. Don't abuse yourself with substance, and don't allow addiction to set into your life. Another set of things that can distract students from academics performance is video games and entertainment. One, excessive gaming. Spending too much time playing video games can distract students from their studies and hinder them academically. Most especially students in secondary school these days are always involved in this practice. You see them playing games, online games, this and that games, and the hours they're supposed to have spent in quality study will be used on excessive gaming on the phone, and of course this will affect the academic performance. Number 2 is TV and movies addiction. Watching too much TV or movies can also be a distraction for students, causing them to lose focus on their goals and values. Today, check most of the students' phone today, you see different kind of films that are in series and all this stuff that they will be watching. Some even while in the classroom, you see them watching film. watching one movie or the other, of course, the attention will not be there on the academics. All the attention will be on the video and the film they are watching. And this will definitely affect their performance in their academics. So students must desist from watching all these films and all these videos and all these things that can affect them academically. It will not lead them to any success, but will definitely lead them to failure in life. May you not fail. Music and social events. Why music and social events can be enjoyable? Excessive participation can distract students from their studies. So when students spend too much time in attending clubs, social functions, and so on and so forth, the time that he or she would have spent in studying his academics would have been wasted to attend functions and to listen to music. So definitely this will affect such students academically and will not be able to perform up to expectation. So students must reduce or avoid excessive participation in events like this that can distract their attention from the academics. The next set of factors that can affect student performance is family and relationship issues. Family and relationship issues. Some of the family issues and relationship issues that can affect students as follows. Family conflicts. Family conflict can be a major distraction for students, causing them to lose focus on their goals and values. When the parents engage in constant conflicts, fighting, nagging, and causing problems in the family, this will definitely affect the concentration of the students. His concentration, his attention will be distracted, his focus will be distracted. He will be thinking more on this conflict between the father and the mother than his academics. So this will definitely affect his performance or our performance academically. Relationship issues. Relationship issues such as romantic relationship or friendship can also be a distraction for students. And that's why we always advise students that they should focus on the academics for now. And when there's time for everything in life, if you decide to concentrate on girlfriend, boyfriend issue at this material time, this will distract you from concentrating on your academics because there are so many things that go with that. So relationship issue can cause problem and affect a student academically, and such may even feel woefully. The next one is financial stress. Financial stress can also be a major distraction for students, causing them to worry about their finance situation rather than focusing on their studies. This is definitely a very important factor. When a student is not financially buoyant to withstand the pressure, the buying of the handouts, selling of this and that, house rent, and the rest of them, these problems can distract the student from focusing on his or her academics squarely. So parents should ensure that they assist their children and they fund them adequately so that they can concentrate more on the academics. Now, how to avoid this distraction? Number one, set goals and prioritize your goals. Set clear goals and prioritize it, and focus on what is most important. So for you to avoid this, you must set goals and focus on what is more crucial and important. 2, create a schedule. Create a schedule and stick to it, making sure to allocate time for studying and other important activities. So you must create time and plan your days. When it's time to read your books, when it's time to go out and do what you want to do and come back. So it is very, very important. Number 3, seek support. Seek support from family, friends, and mentors, and don't be afraid to ask questions. So when you are facing problem, encountering one challenge or the other, you must seek support of people that can help you out. Practice self-discipline. Practice self-discipline and self-control, and avoid procrastination and other negative habits. So you must avoid negative habits that can distract you from focusing on your academics. Number 5 is stay focused. Stay focused on your academics and values, and avoid distraction that can hinder you from succeeding in life. So you must be focused and be determined So in other words, we have looked at some basic factors that can distract students from really focusing on the academics and that can affect the academic performance. We talk about social media distraction, excessive social media use, cyberbullying, and online harassment can distract students from focusing on their academics and affect their performance. We look at the peer pressure and bad company, the negative influences, pressure to conform with other bad friends in the school, and gang involvement can affect the performance of the student. We also looked at substance abuse and addiction, that drug and alcohol abuse can also affect a student's performance. And we also look at addiction and mental health problems, that all this can actually affect the performance of students academically. And we also concentrated on some important factors such as video game and entertainment, the excessive gaming, online gaming and the rest and the stuff, TV and movies, addiction, watching film and videos on the phone, all this can, and listen to music and social event, attending social event, that all this can actually hinder the performance of students academically. We also concentrated much on the family and relationship issues. We look at family conflicts, that when there's conflict between the father and the mother, it will definitely affect the students from really performing academically. We look at relationship issue, that there's time for everything. When the student tends to go into relationship at the wrong time, this will affect his performance academically. We look at financial stress, that if the student is not financially buoyant to withstand the pressure on the campus, he or she may also fail woefully. And we look at how to avoid this distraction. We mentioned set goal and prioritize them, create a schedule that we work with, and seek support where necessary. Practice of discipline and stay focused on your academics. That these are the basic way by which a student can actually achieve his goal. And as you observe this, we assure you that success shall be your portion in the mighty name of Jesus. Have a wonderful day.